Here at Cape Nettic, we are a semi-private golf course. We have a very active membership, but we also have access to the public. So it's a great course to join if you're looking to be a member. But it's also a course for those of you who are just traveling in the area or would like to just play on occasion. We do have access to the public. We have a full restaurant, excellent food, pub-style menu, full bar. We have a full-service pro shop offering all the latest lines in golf, Callaway, Ping, Cutter and Buck, you name it, we have it. We offer regripping, respiking. We have a full complement of instructors for people who are interested in clinics and lessons. So we really offer everything that you need at a golf course. We are a par 70 golf course in tradition of the older Ross courses. We're par 71 for ladies, par 70 for men. The course can be deceiving because it only plays 6,100 yards from the tips. But the thing I like most about Cape Nettic Country Club, the golf course, is it's a fun golf course to play, and it's a challenging golf course. Now, every course, I think, claims to be, oh, for the better player, it gives you every challenge in the book, but for the less accomplished player, you can still enjoy it. But I truly believe that Cape Nettic does offer that. Again, whether you're a top amateur player or just a very accomplished player, this golf course is going to give you all kinds of golf shots, and you are going to enjoy this golf course. Yet if you're someone that just kind of plays socially and just bumps it along and enjoys the social aspect and isn't as an accomplished player, you can also enjoy the golf course. So it is absolutely enjoyable for all players of all abilities, juniors, ladies, men, and accomplished players. What separates this golf course is, I think, our par threes, great par threes out here. We have some longer par threes and some shorter par threes, but they're all good holes. The second hole is the first par three that you'll come upon. It is a new hole that was built by Brian Silva, about 165 yards from an elevated tee. Bunker front right, hazard on your left. You want to keep it short. You never want to be long on that hole. If you're long on that hole, it's a difficult three. If you're short, you're okay. If you're a little right, you're okay. If you're a little left, you're okay. The sixth hole is, again, a Ross hole, and it's a classic short par three, but it plays very difficult. If you don't hit the green, it's a tough par. It's an upside down saucer type green, so it's a difficult green to putt on once you hit it. And although it only plays about 130 yards from the back tees, again, miss the green and you have a lot of work to make par. You're hitting anywhere from a better player might be hitting a wedge all the way down to someone hitting maybe a 5-iron. The eighth hole is a new hole, and again, it's got the classic main look to it. It's got ledge, it's an elevated tee, bunkers on the left-hand side. Probably my favorite par three, personally. Another new hole out there is the 11th hole, another par three, water to the left, hazard to the right, about 150 yards, good green, excellent par three. Then our final par three out there is another good hole, 214 yards from the back tees, plays a little bit uphill, so it plays longer than that. About 175 from the regular men's tees, uphill, big green, and you're hitting a longer iron into that hole, so a big green is, you need that, you know, and that's what I like about these par threes, is that the shorter par threes have smaller greens and the longer par threes have larger greens, which is really what you're looking for to build good par threes. The 10th hole is what I would consider our signature hole here on the golf course. It's a classic Donald Ross dogleg right, about 430 yards. As well as out of bounds down the right-hand side, you have water that comes into play for your longer hitters. It does play as a par 5 for the ladies, but it's a par 4 for men. For the better player, you need to favor left center to avoid the OB on the right and the water that comes into play. For most players, bogey is a very good score on that hole because it's also a difficult approach shot. From there, you're going to have somewhere between a 5-iron and 8-iron left into the hole, difficult green. From there, 2 putts, you take your par, and you're very happy with that. So I always say if you can't consistently hit the green into on that hole, your best play is to almost play it like a par 5. Keep it left center with your drive, keep it left center with your second shot, next one on the green, 2-putt for your bogey. And when you play it that way, more times than not, you might even make a 4 and be very happy with a 4 or a 5. One of the best additions to this golf course in the past year was renovating the driving range. It's here behind me. We've added a chipping green. We've quadrupled the size of the hitting area, where it's 2 tiers, so it's grass open almost all the time. When we do have to have the grass closed, we have a nice artificial turf that we actually have to top dress a couple times a year. You can put a tee right into it, and it holds about 12 people. When the grass is open, we can fit about 16 to 18 people. We also have a practice bunker that we put in that you can use for fairway bunker shots or greenside bunker shots. The chipping green right here is for practicing those shots that most people don't spend enough time working on, and we still have the original putting green. So I think for a golf course of in this area, built when it was built originally in 1920, you won't find a better practice facility to work on all aspects of your game. The 18th hole has kind of become our brand. Everything you see about Cape Nettic features the 18th hole, and it is a great hole. It's a par 4. The 18th is also a classic Ross finishing hole. It's an excellent driving hole, but you need to hit it straight. It's not real long, but if you pull out the driver, you better hit it real straight. The second shot into the green, again, a little bit elevated to the green, and so it presents a difficult second shot. Very fair, gives you the choices. You have choices, risk, reward. You choose to hit the driver on 18, you better hit it straight. So it's an excellent finishing hole, and it's a hole that you'll remember when you leave. You'll definitely remember the 18th hole. Cape Nettic Country Club is conveniently located right on Shore Road in beautiful York, Maine, and right on the Algonquin border. We are right around the corner from Perkins Cove, Algonquin Beach, Wells Beach, Long Sands Beach in York, Short Sands Beach in York are right around the corner. There's plenty of resorts and great food in the area. We're also a hop, skip, and a jump from the famous Nubble in the lighthouse at the Nubble. So again, you can enjoy great food out at the Nubble. You can enjoy great scenery. So no matter which way you turn when you come out of our parking lot, you're going to find the best of southern Maine.